all of us, especially for me, knowing that that was going to be part of our job and part of our waiting process, was getting that shopper behavior to come along and understand how to use Universal Digital. Man, we fast tracked all through 2020. The only other thing that I wanted to mention, and I know it's not pandemic related, but it is consumer experience related, is I think as an industry, as marketers, we've been saying for years, we're omni-channel, and we're going to find them where they are. Well, yeah, we are finding them where they are, but we couldn't do anything with them once we found them. And so I think it's really important. And I know that Mike has a passion around this, so I would love any additional color he wants to add. But as a marketer, I get excited about Universal Digital because now I can be truly omni-channel, and not just with my messaging, but also with my call to action. I can actually move that shopper. And then because of the mandatory serialization, depending on who their provider is and what those provider capabilities are, now I've also got attribution to understand which of those channels they were in and which of those channels they like better. So Mike, I'd love for you to piggyback on that if you have some thoughts.
No, absolutely. And I may have mentioned this earlier. I would love for us to blur the line between media and coupons, right? I mean, some stats. The best loyalty programs today have about 30 to 40% participation. The best FSIs can reach about 50% of households, and less than 1% of paper coupons are redeemed. When we go digital, suddenly now we can reach 97% of households. As we blur that line, right? P&G spends a lot on couponing, but guess what? We spend a lot more on media. And when we're able to give brands and marketers a tool now that not only drives awareness, but ultimately can drive trial and conversion and do it smartly across a range of smart audiences, that just invites more and more dollars. It invites better demand creation, which ultimately is going to allow us to do our jobs of growing categories together. So I'm very excited, a lot of passion for that.
Yeah.
I think there's,
go ahead, Seth.
I was just going to say, I think there's also an optimization that comes out of that for marketers, Mike. So I think about connecting the dots between each display impression and a redemption. So being able to embed offer content in an ad unit and then immediately track and optimize. And you think of implications for programmatic, you think of implications that exist for some of these massive investments. I mean, I think of like P&G's programmatic investment as an organization is massive. Now the impact, like what this can affect is just so much larger in terms of the number of dollars. So like I often think about those types of lines.
Oh, it's huge, right? Not only from media optimization, but from creative optimization, messaging, marketing. I mean, to your point, you're going to get real-time feedback on a host of decisions and platforms.
And I don't know what size CPGs we have on here, but I just wanted to mention too, I have, in my past world, I had a lot of work that we did with, smaller startup CPGs or mid-tier CPGs. And yeah, Mike, I mean, P&G, right? You can do whatever you need to throw at it to make it right. But when you have one of these little guys who are trying to drive trial and usage, or even like in the natural and organic world, what the heck is keto flour? And I don't know, how do I use it? Well, now they could do some strategic marketing and really maximize those dollars to help their marketing initiative go further, which I think is really important too.